Hope lives always, even if our response to hope isn't really about us. You can understand that in the course of a month and a half of now thousands of signs being placed around campus and finding themselves moving all over the place, that the school newspaper would try to figure out who or what group was doing this and why. I had heard reports from friends of mine that worked through and with the campus newspaper that they had sent reporters to camp out in stairwells in the middle of the night because they wanted to figure out what this was about. Why were signs that said love others or be kind or have hope placed all over the campus? What was this about? The chaplains on campus were getting phone calls asking if it was them, if this was something that they were doing, if this was their initiative. And their response made me happy. I heard about it later on. That their response was, it's not us. But whoever's doing it, whatever's doing it, why they're doing it, we're just glad they are. Because we appreciate these reminders. I'd also heard that one of the Christian a cappella groups on campus had taken responsibility for it. That they said, it is us. We are the ones doing it. And that should have made me upset, I suppose. Kind of like when people were changing love others to love mothers. But it didn't. I didn't worry about that. It wasn't about who had responsibility or anything like that. And I had just posted 500 signs that said, don't worry. I needed to follow my own advice there. The reality is people were trying to figure out who was doing this. And I didn't want them to know. I didn't. In part because I didn't want people to associate this with me and then be able to discredit it and say, well, it's just this one guy trying to say he's better than everybody and we don't have to look at this. Also, because I was a religion major, I didn't want people to discredit it on religious grounds. That, oh, well, that's for this religion and that's not my own, so it doesn't apply to me. The need to be kind, the need to have hope, the need to not worry. I had discovered that this was bigger than me. That this was affecting lives of people outside of my own. Even though it was for me, I put it up so that I would be better, so that I would get better, because I thought I needed to work on these things. But I started to realize that my anonymity in doing so was important. It gave them more power. It made them harder to ignore. It gave things like love and hope a universal quality that weren't just tied to me. As I've made these videos every single week and every single day during this coronavirus quarantine, I've done so with the hope that maybe this can be bigger than me too. Maybe someone will hear something that will bring them hope, even if it's not what I said. Because hope is bigger than us. Even if we do things that's for us, hope is larger than us. And that's what I hope today. It's something that we will say, something we will do, some interaction, be it small or behind a face mask, will inspire something beyond us, something bigger than us, and will help others to grow closer to love and hope and even God. Because hope lives always.